Hello people, today I have with us the option part set 1, and I actually recently picked this one up. I kind of passed on it when it first came out. I wasn't terribly into the 30-minute missions when they first came out. Not until I came across the Spinatios did I really fully invest in these guys. So this is one that I missed, unfortunately, and I kind of slept on what looks to be a really cool set. I'm going to use the Alto that I commonly use for size comparison to show off some of these features, some of the stuff that comes with it. As you see here, there's just kind of a mess of random parts. It also includes a joint set. I'll show you that right now. So a whole bunch of joints also in this set, which I will go over in a little bit. But as you see here, there are attachments to weapons. There's a weapon handle. There's some little guys here. Some really cool armor set here. These actually, I think, came in the premium Bandai kit that I reviewed before. So some of these are repeats, but it is worthy to note that these came in this set first. So that is what it is. Now, a lot of these are just pegged straight in for accessory purposes. So, for example, this one here can just plug right into your guy, and now he has a shoulder cannon. That's pretty cool right there. It can also peg into his arm, so now you got an arm cannon. Really cool. So, right off the bat, you can see that it is a very easy to use customizable system. And of course, I pulled off his commander armor. Put that back on here. There we go. But super easy to use, super cool stuff. I really do love the customizability of 30-minute missions. I'm over here trying to pull off this piece, and I can't because I don't have any nails. Okay, and this is what they did with the armor on that premium Bandai one. You just kind of put that on there, and now he's got skirting armor in front of his crotch armor, and he still has that side armor. In fact, it got even more substantial. And you didn't lose the 3mm port that this one actually blocks off. So you gained some more ability to even put that thing back on if you wanted to. Pretty cool there, you know? I really enjoy it. Now, they give you this little weapon here. Not much to be done with it, honestly. But it does peg into a lot of different things. You know, anywhere where there's a 3mm peg, it'll plug into. Not entirely sure what the use is for. Let's see if. So yeah, it does look like it's just kind of a pistol. You can peg that onto something, or just discard it if you'd like. I have seen some really cool customs using a cut-up version of this, and looking really cool when you paint it also. So there's a thing that you could think to maybe do. Then you also have these. They can be reactive armor. They can be ammo packs. I mean, whatever you want to use them for, they are there for you. And they do look, I think, really cool as a reactive armor pack. You know, just kind of sitting there. Something shoots at them. It's discardable armor. An extra layer of protection there. It does give a really cool look there. I like it anyway. And then you get this attachment for your weapons. So if you have a regular weapon, you can put that on there. Via this, I mean, you have seen before that a lot of the 30-minute missions come with this peg. And so that plugs in here. So you'll use that part right here to plug into this. And then you can attach that to any of the other types of weaponry that you have. So it's a pretty cool extension piece. Let's see if I can get it out now. There you go. Okay. So we have that part. We have this part. We covered these guys. We have these little guys as well. So you get obviously some thrusters, some boosters. You can put that on the back of your mech. You can put it on the legs. Kind of give you that Zeta Gundam look. You know, you have that additional booster. You can put that on his back in the middle. you know, right in here. Single thruster there. Not terribly bad. I think it could be better. Some of the other 30-minute missions kits have more 3mm ports in different places, so you can put them anywhere you'd like. Pretty cool there. The other thing that they have are these little tiny guns, which I think are really cool. You put that on the same ports that you can put any other thing on, because again, they are 3mm. You just plug them right in, and now he has a really cool mini gun on there. Little ported turret that can rotate 360 degrees, and there you go. Trust no one, not even yourself. But yeah, you could put that on his hand as a weapon of last resort, you know, something like that. I know I'm missing his hand plate, but c'est la vie. There are some other really cool uses for that one. There's a spotlight kind of thing. If you want to paint that up, you have a nice light. Used on some of the other armor sets, it would be closer to his shoulder, but this one, it does push it out to the edge. It does look really cool. The plain armor for this guy would be really closer and like almost near his head, so it would kind of give it that ground Gundam type look. It's a really cool piece, I think. You can also put it elsewhere. Doesn't necessarily have the same effect. You can also put it on weapons to maybe look like a scope, something like that. I think it would look really good. Not this one in particular, because it has the peg, not the port, but there are some that have ports. So that's it for this stuff. And of course, these will fit anything that has 3mm ports. So if you want to put them on your frame arms kits, it will work. Actually, I can show that right now. If you want to plug them into your frame arms, you know, that'll fit right in there. Give it an extra layer of armor. Cool stuff there. You pull this one off here, and you can peg, you know, some thruster packs in. That's pretty cool stuff. It'll work anything with 3mm, it's gonna work with. So I definitely love this 3D mission stuff. It'll work with your frame arms girls. It'll work with your hexagear. You know, if you want to plug this one in, now he's got you know, armor pack here right in the front. It's just because that's the only one I saw on him real fast. So you know, you could put that up front there. You know, if he wants to be like a Predator, you can put in a little attachment with some of those other pieces that we saw, and we can plug that in over his shoulder. Let's see. I think there's one that has a hole. No, I'd have to put this in backwards here. Let's do this. And maybe these aren't 3mm. Something like this. No, those aren't 3mm. Okay, so that won't work, but you get my gist. It definitely looks like it will have some fun with the hexagear stuff as well. You can work it into some of your build diver stuff. Build divers, build fighters. You know, we can put one of these thrusters on his back. I don't know if it would fit too. Let's try it. Okay, it won't necessarily fit too, but you could put one of those back there at least. Some of those. There you go. We got some arm thruster. Maybe he's got a flamethrower now. Cool stuff, you know? A lot of flexibility with what you can do. I definitely want to see more like this, so I'm definitely going to pick up more packs. So like I mentioned before, it does come with the joints pack, and there are a lot of things that you can do with these here. There are examples in your booklet, so if you read into that, you can see exactly what they're intended for. But the beauty of them is that they are universal, so you can put them in a lot of different ways and places. For example, this one here, you might wonder what that's for. You can actually plug that into his arm there, and now you have a 3mm peg to put something like one of these on. Not necessarily the prettiest, but as an example, I think that works pretty well. You have a 3mm to 3mm connector. So if you wanted to, say, use this as an extension, you can put that in here like this. And you can also port that other side in there and like use it as a sleeve to connect two 3mm ports together, pegs together, like this. That's not going to be necessarily very sturdy, but it is something you can do. They include neat pegs like these, which are C connectors that go to a 3mm peg. They do include some connectors for that, so you can combine them together and hook them to other things that need C connectors. For example, this one here has a C connector as well, and if you can slide it in there, this one, it actually doesn't fit because it's so far recessed. You could connect that to it, or you could connect it to another one of these and make a subarm with some flexibility. And that's a pretty cool thing to do. And it includes other connectors as well, so you do have more than one option for that. Here's a splitter that's really neat. You can put it on a peg, and now you have 4 that go out in each different direction. Here's something like a shield holder. You have this one, which I think was meant for the knee on the Alto. So it's like, I think that's what it's for. If I recall correctly, this goes here. So, no, it's not this one, it's this one. So the one I was thinking of is this one here. You can put that knee cover that's normally pegged onto here. You can use that part as armor anywhere else. So if you replaced his knee armor, now you have an additional layer of armor on his arm. That one's going to be pretty hard to take out, actually. Okay, we're going to leave that for later. But similarly to this, you can use a C-clip for the C connector for anything that you'd also like to attach it to. So that one is similar to this one, just a little bit smaller there. So you got this one here that rocks. This one do the same thing. You also have a 3mm male to female to male. If you wanted a little extension on that, you have port covers. You only get 2 of them in this set, so use them sparingly and wisely. And I just dropped it. I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we'll use this one. The port cover just kind of goes over a port on your mobile suit, your mecha here, and just covers it up. I'm not going to push it in too tight, but if you wanted to paint that up to match the color scheme on your mecha, it'll fit right in there. If you push it down, it'll be perfect on there, but it just kind of covers that hole up, so I don't want to push it all the way down. And, you know, that's just kind of the things that you got with this extra set. So those are a really nice bonus, I think, in addition to those armor parts and weapon bits. So really cool stuff in this set, and it was only, I think, $7.99. I think you can get it for cheaper if you really look, if you're careful. Don't buy it on Amazon. I saw it for like 22 bucks. Definitely not worth 22 bucks. Even the $7.99 that I bought it for is kind of a stretch, but it is some unique stuff, and I think it is worth my price of buying it. So I just wouldn't go any higher than that. That said, that's going to be my opinion on this stuff. It works with anything with 3mm ports, so don't be afraid to experiment. Try it out with some of your Build Fighter Gundams, Build Divers Gundams. It'll definitely be a lot of fun for those kinds of things. Your frame arms kits, your frame arms girls. You can even try it with your Nikobuso, I think it is, Nikobuso, which is those cat little builds. They have 3mm ports as well. So that'll be some fun stuff to do. But it is designed for these 30-minute missions kits, as you can tell. It is specifically for that brand. Nothing to say you can't do it with anything else. So give it a shot. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. You'll see me, but more than likely you'll see my stuff. Bye-bye.